Hello and welcome to this super awesome special E3 recap video. Seeing how all the main presentations are done for the year, Sony, don't do anything please. I thought I'd give my thoughts on each of them, so let's get into this, shall we? Pre-E3. So before E3, there was two things that kind of happened that I kind of want to talk about. First one was... So, we learned three main things in this direct. 1. Kaiju battles are coming to Pokemon, thanks to its new Dynamaxing feature. 2. The internet found a new waifu to love and make fan art of, Sonia. And 3. Wooloo, 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 wooloo. So it's coming out on November 15th, 2019. So, we're going back to the moon to fight our nightmares. Like Crota and Gaul. And, oh wait, who's that over there in the car? Oh wait, it's our worst nightmare, it's Activision. Don't worry, we've already fought that monster off though. The expansion is coming out September 17th. But wait, there's more. Destiny 2 is also going free to play. But wait, there's even more. It's also coming to Steam. But there's even more. It's going to have cross-save. Yay! So, E3's just getting started, and to kick it all off, it's EA of all things. So, let's just get this out of the way straight away, just off the bat. That was 3.5 hours of just waffling for about 4 or 5 announcements. Don't watch it, unless you really care. But, before the main thing that everyone arrived for, there's some other things that we can talk about. Apex Legends Season 2 is coming out. It's got a new character, they build traps, there's a new gun, they're buffing things, all the things you would expect, adding stuff to the game. Battlefield 5, the exact same thing, but new map. Ooh. And gun. Ooh. It's also coming to Origin Basic and EA Access, so yay. Also, FIFA and Madden were there. They both have a 20 in, and I don't really care. If you like it, cool. If you don't, cool. Sims got an expansion? But the main reason why we were all there was, of course, Star Wars The Fallen Order Jedi thing, Bobby. And they showed the gameplay for the first time, and it's kind of mediocre. There's some running, there's some jumping, there's some pushing and some pulling. And the combat looks like Sekiro a bit, where you've got a guard break and everything like that, and I think I'll stay with Force Unleashed because of funny ragdolls. So, Xbox being the main conference of E3 this year, came out swinging. They announced at the very start of it, after showing some games, we'll get to that they were going to be showing 60 titles, which is good. And some other features and stuff, and they also mentioned that they're going to be talking about the new console. Ooh. So, let's jump into some of the games that I'll be interested, and I think you should be too. Outer Wilds, the first thing they showed off. Basically Fallout in space, and it's going to be coming this year, late this year, October 25th. Next, the best looking game at the conference, this conference anyway, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Ori and the Blind Forest is one of my favourite games to listen to and look at, and also play after the first hour, so I'm super excited about this. Genuinely. And also, if you haven't, please play it. Please give Ori and the Blind Forest a chance. It's a bit slow at the start, after the initial intro, but it's so good once you do that. Please. Please, thank you. Borderlands 3 showed a new trailer, which is cool. The final launch trailer, and they also announced that it's going to be on Game Pass, the Handsome Jack collection, which is Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel, and also that they've just released a DLC for Borderlands 2, which has just come out of nowhere if you've avoided the leaks. So that's cool. It bridges the gap between 2 and 3, and if you're into it, you're into it. If you've probably already played it at this rate, seeing how then this video comes out, but yeah. Borderlands 2 DLC, out of nowhere. Elden Ring was announced. It's from the people who made Dark Souls, and also George R.R. Martin. There's a quick announcement trailer saying it's here, so yeah. No gameplay for it, but it's around if you didn't see the leaks again. was a lot of leaks this year. Gears 5. I'm not that interested in Gears 5. It's coming out soon. They've got a new escape mode. They're pushing like the whole thing with, I forgot the main character's name, how she's the granddaughter of the Locust Queen or whatever. Yay, there's a Terminator pack for pre-ordering or getting the pass. That's about it. Phantasy Star Online 2 is coming to the West. First on like Xbox. That's kind of cool because I remember playing a lot of Phantasy Star Online on the original Dream. Was it Dreamcast or was it GameCube? There was one of them I played. I remember playing it around a friend's house and I really enjoyed it. So I'll probably be jumping into that. But again, looks like 2020, unfortunately. 12 Minutes is a game where it's Groundhog Day and you have to solve the mystery of, it seems like your wife killing her dad or something. But we don't know yet. That's what they shows. They shows the mechanic of like your replay days and things like that. So could be interesting, could be fun. And of course, finally, the big thing from the Microsoft press conference, which everyone loves, was Cyberpunk 2077. Keanu Reeves was the big reveal of this. They had a really lovely looking CG trailer with some goddamn gorgeous like effects, like when he's washing his hands and then you see the skin move on it. Oh, it makes the animator and me just gush, and it's just like, oh, that's so good. And then Keanu was there in person, appearing from the smoke. Luckily this time not to kill us, but to come out and look like he had a really good time and had fun with it, and get shouted and screamed at. But yeah, Keanu's going to be in it. And from what we hear now, he's going to be sort of like the little voice in your head or narrator of something. So that's cool. And that will be coming out next year as well, 2020. And it can't come soon enough because I feel as though it might be this generation's like defining game. They also announced that the next console is going to be coming next year. Project Scarlet. And the big thing they were constantly talking about was how they've got SSDs in there. And the big thing is it loads faster. I think we've got to the point now with consoles where graphics are good. I will say that. They're good. So now it's all about optimization and making things load faster and play probably better. So, the final big reveal for it. Halo Infinite is going to be a launch title for it. We knew this last year. And they showed basic teaser last year. They've shown a actual cinematic now. Where it's man on a ship and he finds Chief floating and then Chief's like, oh no, status report. And he's like, Chief, we lost. There's nothing, and then it shows a Halo ring exploded. But who knows what was happening with it. I'm sure there's been more announcements that I haven't seen. But yes, that was Xbox, which was a very good showing. Bethesda had a showing, and Doom was shown. It's coming out this year, and it still looks incredible. But most importantly, Ghostwire. And the oh so lovely, I'm going to butcher this name, I apologize now,
Ikumi Nakamura.
Yay!
And she was the goddamn cutest thing in the world. And it's the only reason to watch the press conference for Ghostwire. And hey, the game looks good, and it will be remembered because of her. And this whole press conference probably be remembered because of her. And that was when the internet got a new waifu to go along with Sonia.
Thank you. ありがとうございます。
Square Enix Final Fantasy VII Remake got shown. That's pretty much all you need to know. If you've seen the gameplay trailer and everything else that they've shown, you know it looks good. It's real interesting what they've done with some of the combat stuff, how you can now build up like an action gauge, or ATB, was it called? Yes, I think. Anyway, you can build up a gauge and then you go into like a tactics mode where you can then use your skills and stuff. It looks really interesting. And as someone who hasn't played any Final Fantasy games, and has only dabbled in them slightly but never properly got into them, I think this might actually get me into them. Unfortunately, we don't know... well, we know when it's coming out, but we don't know how much of the game it is what I'm trying to say. Because they've already said it's going to be split into parts, so... who knows? The thing that we wanted to see, and all I'm going to talk about is what they showed at the press conference, because I've heard other things about this game after. Marvel's Avengers. This was probably one of the worst shows I think I've seen for a game, because all it was cinematics with some kind of weird looking character models, especially Black Widow with a weird poofy hair, and how Iron Man looks like a little bit of thinner DSP. It didn't look right, and it didn't... I don't know. Apparently it's good. People have seen gameplay of it now, and even some people were saying it's like, why didn't you lead with this? And it's like, but they didn't, so that's what I'll go off, because I haven't seen the gameplay, so I can't judge it, but I'm not looking forward to it. And again, it's coming in 2020, along with everything else apparently. And to finish things off with E3, we had Nintendo doing another Direct, and I'm going to come out and say this right now, and in my personal opinion, I think they did the best showcase here at E3 this year. They started off the show by actually showing off a new character for Smash, the hero from Dragon Quest, with several different echoes of several different other main protagonists from the actual series, which, hey, cool, more franchises in Smash, it's even better. It may not be the last one from this show. Link's Awakening, the remake, looks so adorable and cute. And I know a lot of... there's a couple of people who I know are a bit iffy on the actual art style of it, but it looks cute. It's cute and adorable, and it looks fun. And they also announced that there's a dungeon maker in it, which is more content. Cool. Fire Emblem, Three Houses got a new story trailer. It's coming out next month. Didn't watch it because I want to actually play it and get involved in it, so could be good. I don't know if it's still if it plays like Fire Emblem, it's still going to be good. So yeah. Demon X Machina gets a release date of September, which looks like Zone of the Enders and Armored Core kind of had like a little arcadey baby. And if you've played the demo, I enjoyed the demo because it's mechs and mechs are fun, and I'll be picking that one up as well. That should be fun. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 gets another trailer, and it looks better than the Avengers game which Square showed, but that's mainly just because it's more stylized and they went with an actual stylistic choice with it, including Magneto's eyebrows. But yeah, Ultimate Alliance games are fun. That's coming out, I think it's next month? Yes, yeah, next month. Wow. Animal Crossing was shown. It's cool. It's been delayed till next year just so they can polish, which is normally good. You normally trust Nintendo when they do stuff like this. Astral Chain got a new gameplay showcase. Trailer, whatever you want to call it. And I was already looking forward to the game, but this looks like so weird and out there, and the combat looks so cool, because in the trailer they actually showed you swapping, would you call them Astrals? I can't remember what I called them Legion, I think, in the trailer, but swapping between several different legions to do attacks and stuff. So it's like you pin one down with one thing, you've got a range one, so it could be kind of cool to play through. Also, it's Platinum Games, they don't make bad combat engines per se, it's just the rest of the games normally aren't up to scratch, but it looks cool. Pokemon Sword and Shield, another trailer. Showed more things, like a new waifu for everyone, which her name is Nessa. Her name's Nessa, and the internet lost their minds again for another Pokemon character. And to end it off, they announced another character for Smash, and of course Duck Hunt teased everyone with it, and brought everyone up to then crash them down to then bring them back up again. And Banjo and Kazooie are going to be coming to Smash. That was Nintendo. It was a very good showcase. So, that was E3 2019. There was a couple of press conferences that I missed out, one being Ubisoft, because they are claiming a lot of the stuff and I'd rather not get copyrighted. But if you want to know anything, Watch Dogs Legion was the best thing they showed, because it was kind of the only thing, unless you're into Just Dance. And Old Woman Assassin is the best thing in the world to happen to games. Also, Devolver Digital and PC Gaming Show, I didn't watch. Devolver Digital seems crazy and out there from some of the things that I've seen, but you can see that on YouTube and it's only half an hour if you're inclined. And PC Gaming Show, Shenmue was now an Epic Store exclusive. That's all I know that came from that. Nothing really else. But yeah, that was E3. It was a lot quieter, if that makes sense. There wasn't major, huge announcements. Just realised I forgot to mention the Breath of the Wild 2, or the sequel to Breath of the Wild, was revealed at the end of thingy. Nintendo. Whoops, my bad. But hey, I've said it now. But yeah, it was a lot quieter. A lot of the big games were coming 2020, especially early 2020, which, well, rip our wallets then, honestly. This year seems a lot quieter overall, especially towards the end of the year. Because, yeah. But overall, what we did see was good. And it wasn't the worst E3 overall. It's just a shame Sony didn't show anything. But hey, if you enjoyed this, remember to leave a like. Leave a comment down below. What was your favourite thing from E3 this year? Let's have a discussion. And yeah, I'll see you around next time for another video. Goodbye!